Hey coffee cuties, so today's video is going to be short and sweet. It's going to be a little bit more of a freestyle today. As you can see by the title, I am dark skinned and I'm fine AF, like I said, and who's going to check me about it? But this video was inspired because I was watching Vice. It's on YouTube. And it was a show about colorism, bleaching your skin, etc. If you put in Vice and then put in colorism or put in bleaching, skin bleaching, it should pop up. But it was around the topic of colorism in particular. And it just really inspired this video because I am really just tired of the victim mentality when it comes to being brown or dark skinned. So on the show, it was a panel of people. I'm just giving a brief summary. It was a woman that was arguing the fact that because she was dark skinned, she couldn't find a job. And which like I said, some people consider me dark skinned, some people brown, but I've never had an issue finding a job. But it got even worse. Like someone even debated the fact that dark skinned women suffer more from domestic violence because you're not able to see their bruises as well as light skinned women. I've never heard this. I know people in law enforcement. I just haven't seen this experience. I haven't heard anyone even outside of that video say that that is the experience that they had. So that was very alarming. I feel like if you are in that situation, whether you're dark, light, etc., be sure to just get the help that you need. I'm not saying that domestic violence does not exist. I know that is a huge issue in all relationships, white, black, or whatever. But I just, like I said, that was just shocking to me to hear that. They also was making the point that people got C19. Black people got it more than any other race because our melanin makes it hard to pick up whether we have COVID or not. I found that to be very interesting and seemed like false because I feel like the reason that blacks, and I am a nurse, had more cases of COVID is because we have a lot of underlying health issues that typically don't go addressed. So when you catch something like C19, it made it a lot worse. And unfortunately, a lot of us did see our demise at an increased level compared to other races. But it just really, again, made me think about the conversations surrounding skin or hair as black women, our features, etc., and just the victim mentality that it has. I feel like this is really causing a lot of self-hatred for the young women that's coming up after us to just constantly be exposed to this type of content where women are making videos about hating their hair, like I said, hating their skin tone, and there's so many comments agreeing with it. It just makes, what is the young black women of tomorrow supposed to look forward to if they feel like, for example, they're going to always be the last picked and compared to a biracial or light-skinned woman or white woman, etc.? Then it's just whole pick-me narrative, like black women are feeling like they have to work twice as hard just to get a man to choose them. I don't know about you coffee cuties, but I know I'm a first round pick, like period. Nobody can tell me different. Like the men that I date are very much high value, and that's high earning and have a high moral compass as well. And I have exes who were high value. All of them are still calling my phone. All of them want me to get back with them. I'm turning them down. I leave my relationships. They don't leave me for other women, light-skinned women, etc. So that's just not my experience. I'm not trying to undermine another person's experience, but I'm just speaking for the girlies who can relate to me being dark-skinned and still getting your way when it comes to relationships, dating, jobs, etc. But I just also want to add that if you want to know whether you're fine or not, or whether or not you benefit from pretty privilege, I'm just going to give what I think. So I feel like if you walk into a room and people are either A, staring at you constantly to the point that you may feel uncomfortable, or they're just nitpicking your looks in general, like you can literally have maybe an eye lash out of place and someone will notice it. Like, you could have one freckle underneath your eyelid that you don't really even think about, and someone will notice. That's how you know you fine, because people are really examining you so hard to the point that they have to pick out any flaw that they could see. So even men, sometimes they will try to do this whole, oh, you a 7 at best, average at best, etc. I know I'm fine, because let's just go with the theory that I am a 7, which I know I'm not, but let's just say that I am. What are you? Like, typically, majority of men are below a 5. So if I'm a 7, I'm 6 points ahead of you. I look 6 times better than you, and you're still not on my level. So you can go on with your humbling tactics. They don't work over here, period. Like I said, I know my worth. I know I'm a top pick. And that does not just include looks. That just includes me overall. Just the way I carry myself as a woman, my morals, just being very feminine, being very soft, nurturing, caring, compassionate, etc. I just know overall I am definitely that, and that is with or without a man. I'm already 100% regardless. But I also just want to say, even if the isms exist, the colorism, featureism, texturism, etc., okay, so what? They always try to use the rappers like Lotto, Sweetie, or Ice Spice and say that if they didn't have the pretty privilege or light skin privilege, etc., they wouldn't be as far as they are in their career. And I say, okay, what were they supposed to do? You're supposed to use the skills that you're blessed with, and if isms work in their favor to get them to social climb to the level that they want to be, okay, what's the big deal? Instead of focusing on them, you need to focus on what privileges do you have. Okay, if you feel like you don't benefit from colorism, okay, let's go to, are you beautiful? Featureism will work in your favor. Also, wearing your hair in the best hairstyles that suit you. Body privilege is a thing, like keeping your body fit and in shape. Also, some girls have a wealth privilege that puts them in circles that other girls that come from a poorer background would not traditionally have access to. So I just want us coffee cuties to just really think about that versus just being victims to it all. And that gets into preference as well. If a man has a preference, even if it is light-skinned women, white women, etc., so what? I have preferences. I have preferences too. I like tall, dark-skinned men with nice teeth, nice smiles, well-groomed. I like them to have good careers, etc. That's my preference. Now, am I bashing light-skinned men just because I prefer dark? No. And they also try to use celebrities as examples. Like, I hear Jay-Z a lot, and he chose Beyonce because she's light-skinned, etc. Jay-Z and Beyonce are both billionaires, allegedly. But why don't nobody ever focus on LeBron James, who is also a billionaire, and he chose a dark-skinned wife? Instead of focusing on who is not choosing you, focus on who do want you and go where you're wanted, instead of worrying about what a dude that don't want you anyway is worried about. It all comes down to just having confidence within yourself that you not only are worthy, but you deserve to have the best of the best when it comes to this life in general. I also want to address my comment section. So I did a video on here, the light skin versus dark skin YouTube war. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to scroll down on my page. You'll see the video. But a comment was left. I'm going to leave the full comment on the screen, but just to summarize it, the girl was kind of saying like that I am trying to quote unquote other myself by not relating to the victim mentality in the Black woman empowerment spaces, and also that the mixed or light-skinned spaces will laugh at channels like mine. But hey, maybe I'm just looking for a handout. Maybe I'm just looking to be some type of stepchild to them, etc., which is just absolutely ridiculous. Because for one, why would I be trying to look for a handout or be a stepchild to them when I created a channel called Coffee Cuties? And for two, I don't relate to a lot of the talking points of the Black women empowerment spaces. I'm not undermining other dark-skinned women's experience when it comes to colorism, etc. But I have the right to say that's not my story. And I also have the right to say that if light-skinned women want to give their story, their perspective about their lives and experiences, and they want to create their own tribe, who are we to tell them not to? That's the same thing we're doing here. I personally follow content creators that are tired of the victim mentality, that are trying to level up in their own way, and they're also teaching their audience how to do the same. A couple that come to mind is the Coco Club. I also like Blunt Girly on YouTube, and I also like the Dark Skin Click. Those are 3 top channels that I would recommend you girls follow. That is tired of the victim mentality as well, like I said, and they are really teaching you how to level up, teaching you how to make the best of your life regardless of your skin tone, features, etc. It really just all comes down to your mindset. If you go into a job, for example, a job interview, and you're basically telling yourself you're not about to get the job before the interview even starts because you're dark skinned, well, your subconscious is telling you feel like you're not good enough for the job. Instead, walk in feeling like this job is mine if I want it, period. And I know that some people are on different levels when it comes to their healing journey. That's why I always would definitely recommend therapy, just to kind of work through different traumas so that you can change your mindset slowly. And I also would just support content that is more uplifting, because following certain spaces that is constantly telling you, I hate my hair, I don't benefit from pretty privilege, I'm ugly, no man wants me. Those thoughts are feeding your soul and going into your subconscious mind. And it makes you just maneuver into this world from that standpoint. And I want us as coffee cuties to just know we're the ish. And regardless of whatever isms, we're going to change the standard. We're going to change the perception of what a brown skin, dark skin, whatever you choose to categorize yourself, cutie, how we move, how we roll. But that's all I have for today. Be sure to like the video, comment down below any thoughts that you may have. Are you tired of this whole colorism, ism, featurism, texturism debate? Are you ready to move forward with good tips and tricks, etc.? If you are, be sure to subscribe to this channel. And until next time, see ya.